Hey, good afternoon, everybody. So this week started off with a Tuesday midweek, our only midweek match of the season against Southern Miss, and it was fulfilling a contract from all the way back in 2017. So they came over and we won 3-0, 3-0. And it was a good match for us. We still are committing way too many errors, and against Southern Miss, we were able to get away with that. So then we went into this weekend and had some again, you know, you lose 9 sets in a row and you think, oh, it was a horrible weekend, but it really wasn't. Again, winners and learners, we learned a lot more than we thought we were going to, but at the same time, we came out of that, and our kids will tell you too, we came out of that knowing, oh my goodness, the opportunity is there for us to do something amazing this season. When we're tied 22-22 with Georgia Tech in the third set, and we hit a ball out, we miscommunicate on a free ball, and then in trying to avoid a serve from them going out of bounds, it brushes us. That's how we lose the third set. And so it's like, if we can eliminate that kind of stuff, the silly stuff, because that's what's getting us now. Yes, we're still making attacking errors, but at a much lower degree than we were before, but it's the miscommunication of having, when we have 3 or 4 freshmen on the court at the same time, or not knowing where we're going because we have somebody new in, like Darby O'Grady played a bunch this weekend, and she and Kara Barnes ended up running into each other because they both ran the same route. You know, those are the silly things that, okay, and so easy to fix, but those were the type of errors happening this weekend that it's like, oh my goodness, okay, if we can shore this up, because we still outdug or dug the same as every opponent this weekend. Stats were a little bit crazy this weekend because it was their Oklahoma's first home weekend, so their stat crew was a little rusty. So we're going back and kind of looking at the stats again. But Hannah Ramirez made the all-tournament team for the 3rd week in a row and averaged 6.83 digs per set, which was fantastic for her and for us. Our block is doing a good job. You know, the thing that I liked about playing Arizona State and Oklahoma and Georgia Tech is that size, we're the same size. And that wasn't the case 5 years ago. And we can hang with those teams. We were up 14-6 on OU, 14-6 against OU in the 3rd set. And if we played to 15 every set, we would win. We would have been undefeated this weekend. But after 15 is where our troubles start to occur, and that's obviously against a better team. You know, those troubles are gonna hurt you. And so Oklahoma came back and won the 3rd set. We've got a lot of fight in us, and again, just little things here and there, I think can close the gap between where we are now and where we want to be in November.
Coach, you won the match against Southern Miss, but in the 3rd set, it seemed to be like y'all were causing more errors, allowing them to score. Was that a big factor in letting them come back?
Exactly. I think we're still at a point where we don't trust ourselves with the lead. We're like, oh, hey, we lead, and we have a lead. And what I always say is like, shut the door, slam it, bolt it, put the chain on it. And they're kind of still like, oh, wait, are we really supposed to be up 14-6 against OU? Are we really supposed to be up this high against Southern Miss? You know, and I think they're still kind of second guessing themselves at times, because we're not erring on risky plays, we're erring on like regular Joe plays, and that's what we have to stop doing.
Do you find that kids like play differently when they see a national ranking in front of the team, or even, like you said, a big name? Mm-hmm. And what do you do to think about that too much?
You know, honestly, I think in the past it did make a difference, but this weekend I never felt that from our gang, and that's what they were most disappointed about at the end of the OU match. And you know, we're in the locker room, and Driana Abrams was like, "Guys, if we didn't do anything, we proved to ourselves that we can play at this level." And that was really fun, because this is the first team I've had in a long time that's like, "Oh, we're playing. Well, so what? Just go play. They go to school just like you do. They're the same age as you are. Just go play and see what happens." So, but good question.
Hannah Ramirez making all the all-tournaments.
Yeah.
What's she doing that makes her stand out to the people deciding on those tournaments?
Well, it's the coaches that decide, but mostly it's her digs per set. She's just a super vocal leader. She's come in and jumped right into that libero position and taken charge of it. And really, you know, she's like the defensive quarterback. So she tells everybody where to go, what to do. She's talking to our hitters constantly about where to hit and where to attack and what's open. And that's part of her job. But she's really come in as a newcomer, basically, JUCO transfer, and she's playing like a veteran, like she's been here 3 3 years. And I think that's the thing. You know, she listens very well to our assistant, Bruno, who is in charge of our defense. And he does a good job putting her in the right spot to dig just as much as she can. I mean, almost 7 digs per set is a lot to manage. And so she's doing well.
You mentioned about having a lead and, you know, there's just that while we have it, is it something that, like, we have to get used to winning or used to having leads? I don't know if that's something that's always discussed, but just accustomed to success, especially in spots maybe when you're not used to having it as much, like against Oklahoma or something like that.
Right. You know, when we have a lead, it then becomes about true focus and consistency. It's not really a confidence issue, but it's like, okay, we're supposed to be here. You know, I look back on our 2017 squad when we ended up going 13-3. We had that same problem then. If you go back to preseason, we ended up, I think, 7-7 during preseason. And it's just trying to figure out what kind of team we are and managing that. I think they expect success, but they don't expect success all the time and at big margins. If we go all the way back to the first weekend when we lost 3 matches in a row, we were up in every single set late in the match. And it's just, for us, we can't think about holding on. We have to think about staying aggressive and keep risking and keep pushing through that instead of, because what we do is like, we start to chill back and we're like, okay, we're good. We can do this. We just have to, you know, manage. No, we have to stay aggressive. And that's what we're going to be working on.
Is that an encouraging trait when you can see that the 2017 team had that and this team has that?
Oh, I'm looking for any kind of similarities I can get to that 2017 team, for sure, for sure.